Hey, it's Karen from 50 is the New 50 blog, and today I'm going to do some contour tips based on your face shape. So for me, I would say that my face shape is probably a combination of an oval or an oblong, and so depending on what face shape you have, you may need to adjust how you apply your contour or where you apply your contour. But no matter what face shape you have, the most important thing to remember about contouring is that it's to add a shadow and it's to enhance your natural bone structure. So when you use it on your forehead, depending on what shape or how far down or how far out on the side, it's going to give you the illusion that you either have a shorter forehead or a more narrow forehead, which would then make your face look more narrow if that's the look you're going for. When you're contouring your cheeks, you're actually wanting to look at your cheeks and your face definition and decide, what am I trying to achieve here? Where do I need to enhance that natural cheekbones that I have? And so majority of the time it's by starting out here on the outside of where your ear is and feel for that cheekbone, and you're going to want to apply your contour along there. So by adding contour underneath your jaw, you can actually make your jaw and your neck look longer. So as long as you apply your contour all the way up past your ear and then blend down and shade, you can define and elongate your neck. You can also camouflage and hide double chin or under chin issues by adding a shadow. So let's get started. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use a cream contour from mascara that's called Indigo, and it's really dark. It's not the color I would normally use for my face, but I wanted to really emphasize contouring and show you the difference of a face. We'll do one side that's contoured and one side that isn't. So I'm using our detail HAC brush. This is the brush for contouring. This end here is made specifically to work with our cream contours and for helping you apply your contour easily. So the first place I want to contour today is we're going to do our cheeks. And so I'm going to take that detail HAC brush and I'm going to brush it in, kind of side loading it into that contour. Now, up here, I'm feeling for that cheekbone. It's out here by my ear. And then I want to take my brush and I want to look at my face and I'm going to decide, where am I going to end that? Well, usually you want to come in at an angle to about the center of your eye. So that's where we want to contour. And if you have more of an oblong or oval face, or if you're older, we want to actually lift. So when okay, so we're going to start out here and we're going to just bring that along the cheekbone and we're going to just apply that up underneath that cheekbone. So you can see I started out here and I'm ending just about at the center of my eye. I don't want to come down into the laugh line area and I don't want to come in towards my nose. I also want to kind of keep it in a somewhat swept up motion, lifting up my cheekbones. Another place we're going to contour is up on our forehead. Now, I have a longer forehead and a medium. It's not too narrow and it's not too wide. So what I'm going to do is take my contour and apply it up here at the hairline and bring it down almost in a little semi-moon shape. Now, if I continued down, if I had a wider face and I wanted to narrow it, I could bring that contour down. But if I have a more narrow face or an older face that may be thinner and that is more hollowed out, we don't want to bring the contour any further down. It will just define, and we don't want to do that. We want to leave your face a little bit fuller. All right, and then the next place you want to contour is along your jaw. Again, we're going to come underneath. We want to start up past the ear and come down along your jawline. And then underneath your chin. And so we're going to put a little bit here and pull that down to create a shadow. Once you have it along your jawline here, then I want you to just take your brush and feather that down and pull that down onto your neck to define and elongate your jaw. We're going to go ahead and we can just use that same brush, and I want you to brush up. We're going to brush this up and blend in our contour up here. Again, I'm using a much darker shade than I normally would, just so that I could really just emphasize contouring. Then over here on our cheeks, we want to soften and blend that in. To create a shadow and a hollow underneath our natural cheekbone. And then down here, we're going to pull that color up behind the ear and down on our throat, down under our chin. You can take your sponge too, and you can do a little bit of blending and softening. Again, this is a much darker color, and I do already have my 3D foundation on underneath on this side, on both sides. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use Ruby, and I'm going to again use a little bit more than I normally would so that I can really emphasize the difference between the two. So let's go ahead and put it over here on this side where I have my contour. I'm going to dab it and then bring it up above and towards my ear. I'm going to grab my sponge and I'm just blending that in. And again, as you need to, when you're doing your contour, you don't want to blend so much that you actually end up blending out or removing that contour, because you want to have some of that definition to still be there. Let's go ahead and do it on the other side where I don't have any contour. Take the perfector sponge. I'm now going to also kind of go in and just really blend a little bit more up here where I have that contour. So one face contoured and the other side not contoured. Can you tell the difference? So check out my post today in my feed where I talk about all the different face shapes and how that can affect where you place your contour and where you place your cheek color. Thanks you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, remember, always just message me, reach out, and I'd love to help. Thanks. Have a good one.